explosive damage is entirely a whole different animal within itself. You do not see the health bar of the NPC decrease as much when they explode. They decrease a little bit and then they disappear. That's explosive damage, guys. That's the difference between high weapon damage build and whole bleed build. This is explosive build of 250% explosive damage. I'm going to leave you a targeting area for you go straight to the build. You can skip this field test, but I'm going to have this field test show to you 250 explosive damage. This is a field test 1. I'm going to have the field test of 2.
Detected.
Division 2 players, this is tips and tricks for Division 2, and today I'm bringing you an explosive 250% explosive build. That's in the same category as damage to elites, your assault rifle damage of 107, LMG damage of 99, or whatever it is. This is in that same category. How is that so? It's because of Payload is going to give you 50% explosive damage. 75% of all your other damage everywhere else is pretty much, how you say, the gear set, and the mods of 25% will give you 100, and then the Merciless is going to give you 100%. So that's 250% explosive damage total. All right, if you don't believe me, check this out here. This is going to be the first build, okay, guys? I go between the custom P416 and then the Pyromaniac. I switch back and forth because of the P416 hitting a lot damage higher as a base damage, and the custom hitting at 20 something. So this is how I got this to get to, all right, 250. 25% of this hitting 250 is because of the mods. All right, standard, literally standard build of explosive build is 225 with payload on it and your gear set. Okay, we're gonna start with, you need to equip this. Your specialization has to be demolitionist, cap it out, max it out, and you do need to proc this to have this work. So we're gonna head to the guns first. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna skip to the gear set. Let's go to this. Face mask and the total armor, Gilligard, 50% damage for elites. Don't worry about that 55 crit hit chance. We're here for the explosive damage of 40% damage, and we have a mod of 4.5 explosive damage, skill power, and 2% burn damage. All right, we have a chest piece here of an Alps Summits armament, 14.5 weapon damage, 35,000 armor, payload. This is what we're here for the talent. Payload, destroying an enemy's assets grants 50% explosive damage for 15 seconds. Only 4 blues can proc this, guys. That's, well, not the bad thing about it. It's just, if you're doing Unbreakable and used to Unbreakable, yeah, not anymore, guys. This is only 4 blues, which is rough. All right, so for me, because all I do is Unbreakable. All right, we've got a 3.5 explosive damage. Don't worry about the reload speed. The skill power is 77. We have a armor mod there. All right, we've got a holster here of hardwire. The only why this is here because of the 18.12 skill power. Yes, I'm rocking skill power. And the 5% explosive damage, 1.5 burn damage, and another utility mod at the bottom, 4.5 explosive damage, and the backpack here. We've got a China Light Industries Corporation, 10% weapon damage, armor, and then we have Spark. We need Spark, guys. Damaging enemies with skilled or explosive grants 15% weapon damage for 15 seconds. You need 9 of these reds to proc it, and it's rolled for armored in the bottom. And of course, I've got a 4% explosive damage mod here. And we've got the gloves. Assault rifle, Fenris group, AB, all the time, all day. 13% assault rifle damage. Rolled onto that, recalibrated, and I have Wicked. When you apply a status effect, gain 50% weapon damage for 20 seconds, and 4 or more will proc this. And we've got the knee pads, tip of the spears. This is only here because of this. I can put a utility mod here and an assault rifle mod, all right, or offensive mod. So we've got a 6% assault rifle there, and we've got a 3.5 explosive damage mod here, and 3.5 burn damage. All right. Let me look at my stats right here. Okay, you don't believe me? I got 100% explosive damage, guys, because of all the mods, all right? It would be literally 75 standard, okay? With the payload, you get 225, but I got 25% more, so that made this capped off at 100% explosive damage. All right, so we're gonna go back to the gun now. The guns, we got a 22.4K, 825 RPM. That's the damage, 22.4 base damage. But I've got to ignite it here. Deal 30% weapon damage to burning enemies. After 3 kills, applies burning to the next enemy you hit. And I have Allegro, that's ready to fire there. Zen, don't worry about that. And the Merciless, it's going to give me this. The talent down here, Brutality. While holstered, landing a shot has a 5% chance to deal 100% weapon damage as explosive damage, okay? And we have stop, drop, and roll on the handgun. Don't worry about that. Okay, yes, you do mod your assault rifle with everything damaging. I have damage to elites, I have a sturdy magazine, I have critical hit damage on the handrail, and I have 5% damage to elites on the muzzle. Let's go to the toys. So I got a cluster seeker mine, of course. The cluster seeker mine splits into smaller seekers and tracks down enemies exploding when reaching proximity. So my explosive damage is 328,462. I have only for cooldown. I can only proc this for skill haste, and literally I've got 2 battery packs here of 289 and 291 at the bottom and 99.2% skill haste. It's giving me only a cooldown of 27.3. Alright, so we've got a Stinger Hive for the explosive bleed damage. Apply bleed status effect on affected target. Okay, so we've got it to refill at 8 charges. I have this. I go back and forth, guys. I got 307 skill power, 306 skill power, and we have radius. Meaning I go back and forth. I use radius or charge. Charges are these. All right, it'll give me more at least stingers, as plain and simple. So you see I got 13 there, but if I put the radius here, I only got 8. So that's what it is here for guys. This is crowd control, and secret mines is for the explosive damage, where I can't reach all the other NPCs running around. So this is my overwhelming 250% explosive damage build. Cut it. All right. Okay, now here's the standard, okay, 225 payload build, explosive build. So that's 225 explode damage, all right? So we've got a custom P416 base, 25.6K, 822 RPM, of course ignited, deals 30% weapon damage to burning enemies after 3 kills, applies burning to the next enemy you hit. All right, this is modded out with damage to elites, critical hit chance, damage to elites muzzle. We have the Merciless procced, and we have the stop drop blow on a handgun. All right, let's go to the face mask here. We have aces here just because the proc pretty much spark helped that out. Okay, so 40% damage to elites, 3.5 critical chance. I wish that 40 was a 50. We've got a mod here of 6.5% damage to elites. We've got a chest piece of Gilligard, and we have rolled there at 14.5 weapon damage. Payload, destroying enemies' assets grants 50% explosive damage for 15 seconds. Only, again, 4 blues can proc this. Alright, so we've got the Dodge City Gunslinger holster, quick reload speed here. That's what it's here for too, but it's here for to proc, again, spark. Alright, so we can't have any blues. That's the problem. So I got a 6% assault rifle up there mod, and another 6% in the bottom. And we've got this here, guys. We got China Light Industries backpack of 10% weapon damage, 16,000 armor, spark. Damaging enemies with skills or explosive grants 50% weapon damage for 15 seconds. And this is rolled for armor. I wish that was explosive. Or damage to elites. So we've got a Fenris group glove here, 10% assault rifle damage on top, 13% at the bottom. It gives me 23% assault rifle damage. And this is rolled for Wicked. When you apply status effect, gain 50% weapon damage for 20 seconds, and this has the need 4 blues to proc this. We got 12. All right, we have now the knee pads here. China Light Industries, 10% explosive damage up top. Don't worry about that shotgun. We have 40% explosive damage on the talent, and we've got another 6% assault rifle damage here. And the toys here, they're really not proccing anything because I have no skills here to proc it. Okay, you're just using this as a deterrent. So I have the cluster seeker mine at the bottom here, and I have a striker drone on the right here. And of course, the damage is a lot higher. Okay, when you have a standard build, you don't need all those utility mods. All right, for as the other build at 250 explosive damage, but the damage is comparable to the same. So my base damage here is 25.6K. Of course, and it is a lot higher. And again, I switch back between a Pyromaniac and my custom P416 with ignited. Of course, the Pyromaniac has perfectly ignited. And don't forget, guys, you do need to equip the specialization, Demolitionist, proc it out, max it out, op it out. This is the standard build. You go to this or go to the harder build that has 250% explosive damage. It hits super hard, man. So explosive damage to me, when you're shooting these guys, when they explode, they disappear. You don't see down margin of their meter, health meter going down. You just see them explode and disappear, which I love about it. A lot of love in this, man, to get this build out here. All right, hope this helps you out. Hope it could further you on to your own build, make it your own, guys. If you have the mods already, this would be super easy. All right, yo, peace, one love, you know who you are. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button, hit that notification button so you get more builds like this. And Happy New Year, all. Peace, and I'm out.
Reinforcements incoming.
Time to set up a turret! Holy fuck!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, that's cool. Exit.